midwinter in Lower Saxony. Nobody has beaten Bayern anywhere. Nobody before Christmas could really live with either of these. We are starting. Concerning Rodriguez, who went to ground to make the block. Forward by Boateng, and snatched back to his goalkeeper by Vieirinha. The points Phil's making. He's forward for Caligiuri, and played in here to De Bruyne, and Dosh scores! Champions behind in 3 minutes! What a relaunch! Neuer's barely had a touch, and Wolfsburg, with their first post-Christmas attack, take the lead against Bayern Munich.
It was a brilliant counter-attack play from Wolfsburg. The first bit of play they've had in the game, really, and they do like to start games really quick. The way that they broke, they won the ball back up there off Thomas Muller. And Luis Gustavo started the attack, and when it broke on this right-hand side, the amount of players that they got in forward positions, it was a wonderful pass from Caligiuri, just in behind. Sees how quickly they started games. 8 goals.
Rolled in for Lewandowski, who's got over the challenge of Naldo. From Naldo's point of view, just the right. And they're disrupting the defensive wall. Schweinsteiger.
Wolfsburg runs in behind the centre-backs.
De Bruyne. Rodriguez after it. Muller. Robben. Rolled through for Lewandowski. Robben. Wriggling away from Knocker. And then showing just enough of it to Naldo. Roda. Snatched out to Lewandowski. And belted it against Knocker and behind for a corner. Lewandowski. Alonso, inviting cross. Wide from Dost. Perisic. In advance of De Bruyne, who was retreating for fear of penalised. Schweinsteiger, that was short. De Bruyne onto it. Dante beat Roda to the chase. High by Vieirinha. De Bruyne went shoulder to shoulder, hip to hip with Roda, and was penalised.
The crowd aren't happy. It was a really good crossfed.
Given away to De Bruyne by Alonso. Kevin De Bruyne has by Luis Gustavo. De Bruyne. Roda between him and the penalty area. De Bruyne flashes it across. It only needed a touch, any touch. Arnold at the back stick. There was no touch. Weak clearance from Vieirinha. Lewandowski well caught. They made one of the great comebacks in Bundesliga history. Up to De Bruyne and seen back. Twitched out as far as Alaba, who hit that with force and with instinct. De Bruyne is onside. Perisic through the middle. Dost waiting as well. De Bruyne had a go. Faded wide.
As he cut in on this right-hand side.
By Bernat. De Bruyne. For De Bruyne. Robben caught on it. De Bruyne. And by Manchester City. Now dramatically in the Champions League. And then they were down to 10 men. De Bruyne's taken one in the small of the back. De Bruyne. Rolling it in here for Muller. Good read by Naldo. Aimed early towards Dost, and Neuer came, and Dost didn't get the purity of connection which would have doubled Wolfsburg lead. Roda. De Bruyne. Dost is waiting to go if De Bruyne can free him. De Bruyne. Now De Bruyne. By Rodriguez. Knocker attacking it. Dost hitting it! 2-0! What a hit! What a story bubbling up in Lower Saxony! The champions hit half-time, 2 goals down.
What a brilliant strike that was from Bastos. As the free kick came in, you just look at his position, he just pulls out just for the knockdown. It was a clearance, but wonderful technique.
And indeed a Champions League with Bayern Munich, Luis Gustavo. De Bruyne's gone to ground, and Schweinsteiger has finally got himself into the book. It's as if he's been trying for a while. In by Perisic. Oh, and a miss-hit from Caligiuri. Müller. Robben! Oh, he can score from there. Arnold. De Bruyne, onside, half the field to himself. Kevin De Bruyne, 3-0 Wolfsburg. The champions are crumbling. He points to the skies and remembers his departed friend. Having scored a goal he will never forget. Guardiola was looking for a flag. A flag came there none.
I think he's looking for offside, but I think Kevin De Bruyne came from his own half. It was absolutely crazy defending from Dante that he didn't just drop off. I've got to say, it was wonderful composure from Kevin De Bruyne. Just look.
Lewandowski. Bernat scores for Bayern. Naldo seemed to have swept it away. In the event, he just gave it back and gave Bayern back hope.
It was a brilliant response from Bayern Munich. The ball fell to Bernat in this left-hand side. You're saying, go on, pull the trigger, shoot. It was a poor touch, but then Naldo, who's not put a foot wrong all game. It was his poor clearance here. Fell straight to
Bernat. And Dost. And lifted over by Maxi Arnold.
But when you play against the top teams and you play with this kind of intensity, you don't care what part of the season.
Belief in themselves. Lewandowski. De Bruyne. So his high hanging corner. Schweinsteiger wins it aerially.
Fantastic in the first half.
Virinha. Dost. Müller. Nervous early touch from Weiser. Surely found De Bruyne. Caligiuri's pullback. De Bruyne. Arnold! Neuer behind it. On by Robben, on by Müller. Very start of his career with a major club. Dinked in by De Bruyne. Gustavo had a pop. And Neuer wasn't sure enough to stand and watch. The supposition being that he was too keen to take a tumble. Bayern Munich have their free kick now anyway. Schweinsteiger over it, Robben hit it! And Bernalio made a very good save. For De Bruyne to chase, and he could be quicker than Dante. Kevin De Bruyne wraps it up spectacularly! Boy, that's a hit! That is some hit! He's just ripped up one of the world's great goalkeepers, and he may have ripped up the champions.
Well, that's game over. Another counter-attack, another long ball over the top. I thought Dante was going to get to the ball first. He was a good 2 or 3 yards ahead of Kevin De Bruyne as the ball got played over the top. No, it was Bernat that gave the ball away. It was Max Arnold again. That combination, he played a hopeful ball over the top, and it was Dante who was treading water running back there. He was beat. It was a good skill from Kevin De Bruyne. It's a brilliant strike. Got a slight deflection off Dante, which I think just took.
Tough. Here's Bernat. Alaba through. Robben should score. Caligiuri denies him that goal.
Brilliant play from Bayern Munich.
Bernat is offside. Götze, on by Boateng. Götze, Robben, Bernat, and lifted over inexplicably by Claudio Pizarro, who may have been early. Bernat, a winning chaser. De Bruyne, nice touch. Made by Dante. Bernat. The Bundesliga is back with a bang, back with a bombshell. Bayern Munich beaten heavily. They lose in the Bundesliga for the first time since April. 2 goals for Dost, 2 for De Bruyne. Wolfsburg, on the night they remembered.